Welcome back to another Deer 30. It's been a hot minute since you've seen me and JP on the Deer 30s. We've been kind of busy running all over. It's the 7th of December today. It's our third day down here in Iowa for the first shotgun season. Kind of was up in the air on which season I wanted to buy a tag for this year. Usually I hunt the late muzzleloader, and you know, we had good weather and a lot of bucks were moving daylight on the cell cams here leading up to season, so I kind of gambled and bought a tag, and as you can see we had a little luck this morning on day 3, but kind of get you up to speed on what we've been up to the last month, I suppose.
Yeah, we've been busy, that's for sure. Almost a month it would be to the day. The 8th of November I killed in Wisconsin, killed a good one there, which has been a few years.
We're gonna have to let this guy drive by.
We gotta wait.
Game off.
So anyways, about a month ago to the day, we kicked things off, kind of our big kickoff to all the events that have taken place since. 8th of November I killed a good one in Wisconsin, which has been a couple of years for me there with the bow. From there we drove straight to Iowa, and Brennan was lucky enough to kill one within 3 hours of sitting down here in Iowa. And from there we went straight to Kansas, and Kansas kind of threw us back and forth a couple times. We made a couple different trips from, I'd say, about the 11th or 12th of November all the way until I ended up killing on Thanksgiving night, would have been the 26th of November. Ended up killing my biggest buck to date down there, and our #1 hit lister on our lease down there, so that was awesome. And then leads us right to here. We were kind of running out of tags, and we didn't know if we wanted to wait till late muzzleloader, which usually comes in right around Christmas here in Iowa, but our schedules kind of had it open, so we decided to get the old Iowa first shotgun tag, and boy, I'm glad he did.
Yeah, I mean it worked out in the end, but man, I was really scratching my head. I usually wait for that late season just because it's longer. It's, you know, close to 3 weeks long, and just gives you a lot better window to, you know, catch cold weather and get deer movement. But went ahead and bought the 5-day tag, and she paid off this morning. I guess the last 3 days in a nutshell. The first day, slow morning hunt, decent evening hunt, dealt with the neighbors a little bit hunting on the fence line. I think JP probably got a couple clips of the neighbors sitting in I mean, they literally sat, I can't say much because we were sitting on the fence line too, but they were sitting, the one lady was sitting about 15 yards from us. We were up in a tree, she was in a ground blind, and then there was another gentleman that was sitting in a ladder stand 75 yards from us. We seen a lot of deer that night. I don't think they could see most of the deer we seen, which was a good thing. And then the following evening, we actually took the morning off. Our plan was, it's a smaller farm, so we were gonna hunt every other morning for the 5-day season, which would give us 3 morning hunts and 5 evening hunts. So we sat morning and evening first day. Second day we sat evening only. Neighbors were back in the same spot. Right at dark, they cracked off a couple shots. Pretty sure it was past legal shooting because we were already camera in the bag, you know, getting out of the tree, and they shot twice out on the field. So this morning we packed in all the way to the north end of the farm, sat in one of my favorite spots, and about 8:30, quarter to 9 this morning, caught a glimpse of this buck down in the valley. I'd prop him out here right now to show you, but it took us quite a effort to get him into the trunk. He's kind of wedged in there. So anyway, he was working up the valley, and he kind of crossed this ditch that typically the deer don't cross. They usually wrap around it because it's a pretty nasty ditch, but after I shot him I found a pretty good trail that they're using crossing it. Anyway, he crossed it, and I grunted at him a couple times to try to suck him a little bit closer. He acknowledged it, but I think he had his mind made up where he was going, and he started moving up the hill, and I didn't think I was gonna get a shot, and then I knelt down on the platform and found a hole. JP was on him, and I took the shot and dropped him right where he stood. And great buck I call Wheezy. He's at least 4, maybe 5 years old. Dylan and I had an encounter with him a couple of years ago, but he is just a great buck. I'm tickled pink to wrap my tag on him here. But yeah, I guess that's what JP and I have been up to, you know, for the past month. It's been pretty crazy, and looking forward, we will probably spend a lot of our time in the next month behind the cameras up in North Dakota. A lot of the guys on the crew are still carrying tags up there, and cold weather's ahead, and hopefully some good hunting. So as always, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following along throughout the season. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up, comment down below, let us know how your season's been going, if you're done for the year, tagged out, or if you're still grinding. But yeah, we'll catch you here on the next Deer 30.
Cheers.
Cheers.